Let's try again. Did this yesterday, but the connection was poor. Don't know why. I don't know if it was my phone or the provider or what. Still annoying, isn't it? Even in the pandemic, you go, fucking Wi-Fi. Sometimes I think we're spoiled. Yeah, but thank you for tuning in. And a lovely moment yesterday as well in the UK when everyone went outside their house and clapped for NHS workers, and everyone did it. It was amazing. It was really, really great. So yeah, and obviously that was a thank you. Brilliant. Hello everyone. Hello from Pennsylvania. Are you doing this every day? I'm trying to. Yeah. Something to do, isn't it? I'm getting too used to this lockdown. I'm getting fat and I feel ill just through bad living. Do you know what I mean? Like doing nothing. It's not refreshing. The first couple of days is like, yeah, it's like a day off, yeah. But then it's just like, I feel like I'm eating and drinking too much and slobbing. I'm just getting too used to it. I forgot to clean my teeth this morning. I went, oh, I haven't cleaned my teeth. Do you know what I mean? You get way too used to being a slob. I could snap back into it tomorrow. It's so easy. It takes ages to get out of that habit and, make something of yourself and change your attitude. And about 2 days to go back to being a slacker. So easy. I asked for some questions, didn't I? Daniel Clark says, tell everyone that Extras is on tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's on quite late. They're doing a couple of, because obviously they've run out of things to show on the BBC. So yeah, Extras on late tomorrow night. I think it's the David Bowie and the Ian McKellen one. Fiona says, cake or flan? Well, like David Brent, I prefer a flan, but it depends on the flan and the cake. Like a lovely chocolate cake. I mean, what's the flan like? Is the flan all soggy? Is the sponge sort of disintegrated and sort of that jelly type thing with like a couple of pieces? Well, no, but a good flan, yeah, beats most cakes, doesn't it? What else? I mean, that's the sort of level of the question I would expect. Oh, somebody asked me a question yesterday about what was it? You have to self-isolate with 3 people from history. And whenever I'm asked those questions, like it's like the dinner party or heroes or whatever. So the first people I think of are people like Sir Isaac Newton and Winston Churchill. Then you start thinking, would you really want to be stuck in a house with those two? You know what I mean? Churchill, you've drunk all the brandy, you fat fucking, put that cigar out. Stop being racist. Isaac Newton, what have you done? I'm experimenting. Fucking hell, mate. Still, it might be interesting, won't it? Yeah, Winston Churchill, Isaac Newton. Oh yeah, and I thought it was just like a random caveman. Just to see. Teach him English. Shave his back. See how he'd get on. Because he wouldn't know who the other two are. He wouldn't. He's like that. This is Winston Churchill. This is Sir Isaac Newton. What did he do? Discovered gravity. What's that? It's what keeps us on Earth. He just wouldn't be impressed. I'd like him. Marmite. Steph Schaffer says Marmite, lover or hater. Do you know what? I don't care either way. It's interesting, isn't it? Scientists say that's impossible with Marmite. You love it or hate it. Do you know what? It's all right. Can you tell us anything about Steve Spears' character in Afterlife 2? Yeah. Steve Spears, great Welsh actor, he won't mind me saying this, a big, ugly lump of a man. For a land mammal, he's very big and slow. And he's got this great scene in Act 5 of Afterlife 2. Got some great cameos. Peter Egan has joined us, Steve Spears, Holly Dempsey. It's great. 4 weeks today. People are asking me if we can bring it forward, right? Because of the lockdown. I can't. I've actually asked Netflix, and it's too difficult because everything has got its day. And the reason it takes so long to even get it ready is because they translate it into like 160 languages. So they can't bring things forward. They put things back, I suppose, but they can't bring it forward. Any questions from here? I was just reading questions off Twitter there. Hello from New Jersey. Steve Spears is the best. All right, let's not big him up too much. There he is. He's great. What 3 comedians inspired you to do comedy? Oh, I don't know. Do comedy in general. It was probably. It's when you think something's really special and exciting, not just things that you like. So it was probably something like Monty Python, and then Fawlty Towers, which I thought was just, perfection. A farce, but just the best farce ever. The writing and I like the fact that it was very finite and dense. Lots of things happened. So that was. Although I wasn't thinking of being a comedian then, not for years, but things that I loved. Then lots of American stuff, like Laurel and Hardy and the Marx Brothers. Stand-ups. I don't know, stand-up wasn't a big thing when I was growing up because we had I lived through the 70s stand-ups that weren't really, they sort of shared jokes, and it was, that sort of proper stand-up comedy here that emulated the Americans, that had a voice and that was about something. I suppose Billy Connolly was the first. What else? Two Ronnies, yeah, I love Two Ronnies and that, but that was very mainstream and it wasn't sort of. It was great though, brilliant, and Morecambe and Wise. I just loved the silliness and the. But when you get your own thing and you think that's yours when you're sort of 13, 14, it was Monty Python and that alternative sort of lineage, and then you know what I mean. And at the moment, I still love things like Family Guy, and I'm watching the new series of Curb, which is just brilliant. It's just so funny. It's just relentless. I think Larry David is our our greatest sort of comedy thinker at the moment. Um, uh, best guest on extras. Again, it's too difficult. Obviously, Bowie was a hero, but then like Les Dennis episode was just so raw and close to the bone, and he was such a great sport. And Keith Chegwin, you know, it's tough. I suppose the Hollywood A-listers and pop stars draw your eye, but I did like those smaller cameos from people as well. I'm tired. I look tired, don't I? I don't know why. Don't fuck all. So see, that's it. Makes it being tired makes you slobbing around makes you feel tired. Oh, I'm keeping busy though. As long as it's sort of sitting down, sort of thinking. It's my job, isn't it? Sort of thinking stuff. What's he doing? Sitting down there doing nothing. He's thinking shit. That's his job. That's what I'd have done in ancient Greece. Right? I wouldn't have been like a soldier, or I'd just been a philosopher. I'd go, what's he doing? He's thinking. What are you thinking? Just like about the universe and shit. Good. Go get the guitar. No. Orlando Bloom. Yeah, that was funny. It was a lovely little cameo from him as well. Can you see that I'm losing the will to live? Oh dear. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. A lot of you tune in live, and then people who miss it watch it over and over again. Oh, and thank you again for donating to the charities that I mentioned. I think you when I mentioned Pause to Rescue, you're all donating a fiver and tenner, and some people doing 20 and 50, and they got £5,000 that night, which is absolutely amazing. It's genuinely heartwarming when everyone's struggling, and you still respond. It's incredible. It's great. We all have to step up, don't we? When things aren't, when the people in charge aren't doing enough, we all step up and do it ourselves. It's good. It's great. Frank, my dog, says hi. Hi. Hi, Frank. Oh. That's Ian Morris asking, are you still wearing the clothes you got given on Meet Ricky Gervais 21 years ago? Do you remember the red jumper that I got bought? It was the most expensive thing I ever had, right? When I filmed my first TV show, it was a red jumper, and it was a Paul Smith jumper. I think it was 80 quid. I'd never spent that much money on anything ever. And also we got our first cleaner. I had a job in TV. We got a cleaner once a week, and this poor lady, she washed this jumper, and didn't go well. And I remember Jane bringing it upstairs to show me, right? She went, there's been a bit of an accident. And she held up this tiny jumper. It was about that big, where it had shrunk, and it was dense. And I was upset, but I just had to laugh because it was such a funny sight. I thought, okay, we'll give that to a cat to wear. Got this free. This is free from HBO. That was about 15 years ago. Yeah, Yes, and that's why in all my roles, uh, Derek, Afterlife, my character wears things that I might want to keep afterwards. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm wearing Tony's jeans at the moment, and all the. That's why Tony wears dark V-neck t-shirts. Oh, cheeky. Oh, what is your favourite movie? It's boring, I'm afraid. The movie isn't boring. The answer's boring. It's Godfather 1 and 2. It was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest till I saw Godfather. Yeah, it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, it's incredible. Yeah, but yeah, it's a pretty safe stock answer, but it is the best film ever. So don't slag me off. What's about it, innit? Someone suggested me singing "Life on the Road," but in the style of Liam Gallagher. And I said Liam Gallagher should do it in his style. So if Liam Gallagher is watching, which I know he sometimes does, then come on, you know it. As you were. Don't just film yourself washing your hands all the time. Do something. And have a shave. You fucking scruffy git. I can't read. Oh, my eyes are going as well. Will you ever get back in shape, ever? Maybe. This is a shape. I am technically a shape. I don't know what you'd call it. You're half cheeky to me, aren't you? For like fans. Are you fans? Or are you bored? Is this the equivalent of like an art gallery when it's raining and suddenly get a lot of people in? And I go, could I interest? No, you can't interest me in that shit. I'm just waiting for it to stop raining. Is this the equivalent? Are you tuning in for no other reason than it's metaphorically raining outside? Well, that'll do, won't it? Stay well, have fun, create. What charities could you help out? What charities could? With the Mayhew's always good. Animals Asia, always good, and they're struggling even more now. What else? Your local rescue centre, whatever that is, just look it up. Wherever you live, find a little local rescue centre, and there's usually got someone on where you can just donate, give them £5 to buy them some food or a squeaky toy or something. That's about it, really. Have a lovely weekend. See you tomorrow if you want. Fumbling fucking fool.